Alrighty, welcome back to Han the Hog. I'm your host, Sawyer Dillinger, alongside my dad, co-host John Dillinger, and we got another one for you today. This is what I'm excited for here. Every year we do the preseason schedule review, how we think it's going to go, our predictions and whatnot. Give a best case, worst case, and then of course our opinion on what we actually think is going to happen in the season. I guess we're a little fancier this year. We got some sheets for you today of oh I was like there ain't nothing on mine. so we when we get to our prediction, we gonna either hold up the opponent university or the Hogs, because we high on the Hogs.
Show them
We
Hogs.
high on the Hogs. So yeah, let's get right into it. I'm very excited.
I thought this would be a good way to do it. That way, I don't know what you're going to pick. You don't know what I'm going to pick.
Yep.
And we just do it at the same time. And that way we don't influence each other on the pick. And, I thought it'd be a fun visual for the opponents. I had AI just do these real quick. And so I know this ain't very couth. And look, I am a Christian and a pastor, but I wanted it to say a big U in the middle and then have fart and sniffer. So it said fart sniffer U. But AI didn't like that. It thought it was too rude and offensive. So it did this, but it did put some farts coming out the back of the helmet.
What's going on with the lighting here?
So I appreciated that.
There we go. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry about the lighting on the other one. It was we were a little ghosty, but I think we got it looking a little bit better this time.
Yeah, man, I've got a good tan going on. I don't know why you had me looking so pasty in that last video.
So white. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm excited.
I want to say you are looking a lot like the guy that I wish I could remember his name, but he's the every Father's Day, everybody posts that meme of the dad that shot that child molester in the airport. And you look a lot like the dad there. So you look like the good guy.
I was going to say, I appreciate that. That's a very noble thing that man
If you know
did.
that guy's name, put it in the comments.
But all right, let's go ahead and get into it. I know we talked a little bit about it in the video last, but I just want to again express my excitement for this upcoming season. The year's always better when we start getting closer to college football. It's just, I love baseball, I love basketball. We're great at both, but there's something about football that just it makes it more exciting. The highs are the highs, the lows are the lows. It's life or death. This right here is going to depict my mood for the rest of the year, pretty much.
If we won the national championship in baseball, I think it would definitely make the football off season go by so much better. Basketball team, when we make, as long as we're making a Sweet 16, I mean, that's kind of as long as we make the Sweet 16, I'm typically happy. You want an Elite Eight, you want a Final Four, a national championship would be fantastic. I've got to see that in my life. It was the best thing ever. So the basketball team's not left me feeling, bad. Baseball team, it's like, golly, are we ever going to put this thing together,
So good.
But yeah, it's all about football.
It really is.
And the Razorbacks do so good. Women's softball team is rocking and rolling. I think they're number 22 right now.
Yep.
That
Good
one girl, man, I
gymnastics.
wish she was playing on our church league softball team.
Yeah, Bree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bree Ellis.
Yeah, gymnastics, track and field,
greatest
golf.
university
The
of all time.
Razorbacks just awesome. And we got John Daly Jr. playing golf
Oh,
for
yeah.
us. I mean, go Hogs. That's all I can say. But
Go
it's
Hogs.
it's all about that pointy ball.
That is that handball, that egg. I mean, that's the excitement. So, and there's a lot to be excited about, in my opinion, if you're a Razorback fan this season. So, just to, I guess, go ahead and get into it.
So you wanted to say, you said you were going to tell our best case, worst case,
Yeah.
and then we're going to pick what we think. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and give our best case and worst case. For me personally, I've got it somewhere around here if you want to go ahead and go first.
Best case, looking at this schedule, and it's Murderers Row, the Hogs. Look, and we can't only blame the SEC. They don't ever do us any favors. They seem to love Missouri.
Oh yeah.
They give
Oh, I've
Missouri
got
the
some notes about
easiest
that.
schedule every year. And they give the Hogs the worst schedule every year. But on top of that, the Hogs, Hunter Yurachek, what are you doing to our schedule? We schedule ourselves into these crazy scenarios where of our first four or our first 5 games, right? 4 of them are home games, but and we start out at Alabama A&M in Fayetteville, and then we're in Little Rock, and then we have to go to Ole Miss, and then we have to go to Memphis.
Which is
that wasn't even a
insane.
home game. And then so our 6th game of the year, right, is back in Fayetteville, and who we playing? The number 1 team in the nation, Notre
The
Dame, or
national
number
championship
whatever
runner-up.
they are, number 2 or 3, whatever they are. I mean, what are you doing?
From a fan perspective of the Hogs, it's crazy to me. We play
Why
the
are we
hardest
playing in
non-conference
Memphis?
schedule in college football every year. Memphis is an 11-2 team last year. They had a really good season.
Why are we not playing Cupcake U?
But as a fan of college football, man, I don't care to watch us beat Alabama A&M or Kent State. When you go to Oklahoma State in Cowboy Stadium, your second game, it's fun to watch.
Yeah, and you
fun
lose
to
a
watch.
game
That's
that
the
you should have won.
That's the problem.
That Memphis game's a trap game. It's just we don't do our set like Missouri. You know what they did? Their first 6 games is at Missouri.
Their first 6 games are a cupcake walk, a walk in a park, pretty much.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, whoever schedules our games, I'm almost positive is a fan or is an alumni of the University of Missouri, because
I guess Pittman in your check. I don't know.
It's absolutely insane.
Yeah. So, you want me to give? What do you want me to give?
Yeah, best case first, and we'll do worst second.
That's what I was getting into. So looking at the schedule,
got it right here.
Best case scenario, I think, dream season.
No
Everything
injuries.
goes right for the Hogs. Probably 9-3. I think worst case, you lose some of these games you shouldn't lose, like that Memphis game. They're not going to lose to Alabama A&M. They better not lose to the Red Wolves. But you lose that Memphis game, and man,
it can go downhill quick.
Yeah, so 4-8, you should beat State. You should beat, Auburn. If you do that, you're 4-8. But I guess I could even see. I guess I could actually see a 3-9. So I think best case scenario 9-3, worst case scenario 3-9, and that's wild to think that the same team could put up those.
Could do either one.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm a homer all the way. I'm
12
high on the
0.
Hogs. I think the absolute, and it's not going to happen. We'll never say never, but not going to happen. No injuries. We play. Every single player gives 100% effort. We play our straight to our potential. There's no
potential.
Yeah, our potential. There's no give in it. If we play the best brand of football,
tell them
10-2. I think is the absolute.
Well, that's
best.
not. I thought you was literally going to say 12-0.
I don't think there's 2 teams that I'm not going to name that I don't see us beating in any scenario. Almost 3. I'm almost with you on that 9-3, but 10-2 is what I see us beating one of those teams.
So here's the thing. When I do look at the schedule, I don't think there's a team on there that we necessarily can't beat. Like, I know the 2 you're thinking of. I think we could beat Notre Dame in a perfect situation, and I think we could beat Texas. At least to me,
that's not the one.
So those are my 2.
Oh, we're gonna have wildly different predictions.
But to put that together with also beating Tennessee at Tennessee and also beating LSU and also there's no scenario that this team could go undefeated.
We go to 3 of the biggest stadiums in not just college football and not just the SEC in America. DKR holds 100,000, LSU holds 100,000, Tennessee holds 100,000, and we go to all 3 of those places this year. It's going to be a hard season, but my worst case scenario, I'm with you. I don't see a 3-9 being a possibility. I do see if, years past continues to happen, we could definitely go 4-8 in my opinion. The games that I just don't possibly see us losing, I think there's no way we lose to A&M. There's no way we lose to Mississippi State. There's no way we're losing to Arkansas State. People have it's crazy. They have us losing that game. Some people, not many, but it's because it's going to be their Super Bowl.
You said there's no way we can lose to A&M.
Alabama A&M.
Oh, I thought you meant Texas A&M.
No, there is a chance.
No way. Wow.
No, there's no way, in my opinion, we're losing those games, and I don't think we'll lose to Auburn either.
Okay.
There is a possibility. I don't think so.
All right. And so best case is what? 10-2? What's the worst case?
Worst case 4-8.
Okay.
So we're right there. I just a little bit higher. Go ahead. We're going to go ahead and start in here with our actual predictions. Just a little preface. Arkansas starts the season at home for the first time in 3 years back in 2022 against the University of Cincinnati with Alabama A&M. The Bulldogs play in the Southwestern Atlantic Conference and have an even record last year of 6-6. They had a notable loss to the University of Auburn, 73-3. And a victory over the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff, 52-24. So they played pretty good against UAPB. That being said, this is obviously a game Arkansas needs to dominate on both sides of the ball. And I think Petrino does do that. I think he shows out this game to get excitement built around the fan base. I expect A&M to play a bit better than UAPB did, but I also think Arkansas will as well. So I expect it to be pretty slobber, and you want to go. We want to build some excitement for this one, or
all right. So we're picking. So we're just gonna go 3, 2, 1, and hold it up.
3, 2, 1, hold it up. Yeah, I mean,
give me them hogs.
It'd be hard not to pick them. I expect it to be a 70-plus point game. I think give me Arkansas 77-10.
Okay. I don't know. I think we're going to probably. I don't think it's going to be in the 70s, but.
We beat UAPB 70-0.
I'm looking at it more like in the mid 50s. I'm gonna say like 55-14.
Man, okay. Week 2 for the first time in history, Arkansas and Arkansas State will be facing head-on.
It's a big game in the state of Arkansas.
It is. The bout takes place in coveted War Memorial Stadium, Little Rock,
Arkansas. Worst
Arkansas.
stadium I've ever been to.
This is a game I'm personally excited for, being that we're from the Jonesboro area. I've been to more Red Wolf games than, probably not now, but I've been growing up. I went to quite a few Red Wolf games.
Yeah, they're just
cheap
right
and
up
they're
the
easy
road.
to get to.
You could get tickets. We literally got free tickets before, but you literally could buy tickets from Sonic, and I'm talking about up until like maybe 10 years ago.
Yep.
For $1.
Yeah.
You could sit in the end zone for $1 and watch the Red Wolves play somebody.
It was fun. That we went. We went when they were good.
I'm not a Red Wolf hater.
Yeah, just
I don't love them like I love the Razorbacks.
I'll say
but
this.
I pull for them.
I do too.
And I go to watch them. I support them. I sponsor things at Arkansas State. My business does. I'm a Red Wolf fan, but it's not like being a Razorback fan to me.
And we go to quite a few of the basketball games every year too.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in the state that and I think it's more on the Red Wolf side because they've got that little brother syndrome.
Yes.
They hate the Hogs, you know. And I know there's plenty of Hog fans that hate the Red Wolves. I don't know why you would. Like I said, there's no natural born rivalry.
It's like punching down.
Yeah, it is punching, but if they win this game,
we ain't ever going to hear the end of it. I can promise you that.
And
I work in Jonesboro. That's not going to be good.
And we talked about that, in the previous video, that's the scenario that gets Sam Pittman fired mid-season if he loses this game.
This is Arkansas State Super Bowl. This will be the most important game for them in history. I don't think they're practicing right now for their first game of the season. I think they're practicing right now for the Razorbacks. I think they're going to be trying to beat us more than they've beat anybody ever. So
for the Rebels.
yes,
I thought you said the Razorbacks.
No, the Razorbacks. They don't need to treat this like it's Alabama A&M. This doesn't. People said,
hey, the Wolves are going to fight.
They're going to play hard.
We've got 2 trap games, in my opinion, in our first 4 games, and it's this one and another one we're going to talk about.
They're not going to lay over. They're going to be playing like they have in their mind. They think that they could do it. They've seen Arkansas be bad, and so I don't necessarily think we need to treat it like it's the Super Bowl, but we need to treat it like we're fisting to travel to Vaught Hemingway Stadium or something. This needs to be a important game.
The Hogs
for us
need
to
take this game serious.
Yes, because we've seen what they did.
The Red Wolves,
UAB.
Red Wolves are not a bad football team.
No.
Butch Jones, they've got a big-time coach. He was former Cincinnati coach, former UT Vol coach.
Yep.
He can coach. And he didn't look good his first couple of seasons, but he's turned it around. Last year they had a good season. They've got some former Hogs on their team. They've got, so they're looking. They want to make us. This would be a huge statement for them if they could pull it off.
I agree. Like I said, it's going to be great for their program to get it in it. Unless we lose, it doesn't really affect us. So, I'll say this: if we have to play in Little Rock every single year, like I know.
Unless the governor somehow
that's
makes
what
that
I was
happen,
going to tell you.
It's not going to happen.
I work. I sell suits for a living, so a lot of politicians come through, and I get Senator Dave Wallace. I don't want to name drop people. That might be uncomfortable, but big time people at the college come to me. So I've actually heard that they're lobbying to try to get Governor Sanders to make this a yearly game. So if we have to play every year, I think this would be a neat game to play there every year.
I'm one of the few old school Razorback fans that wouldn't mind seeing this game every year.
Yep.
I think it would. It's not going to be as competitive as Oklahoma State. The Razorbacks are going to win. But it used to be like, well, you'll win 9 out of 10. Well, you may only win like 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
And
if
I
Blake
don't know
Anderson
that that's
was there,
real good for the Hogs, but I think it's good for the state of Arkansas.
Yes, keep the money in state.
I don't think it's going to hurt the Hogs that much. We've lost 2 non-conference teams every year probably for a while.
Yeah.
BYU and North Texas and all these.
Colorado State.
Right.
And,
so losing to Arkansas State on a national scale, the people outside the state of Arkansas is going, okay, well, that's an in-state rival. That ain't no big deal. Inside the state of Arkansas, it'll be a huge deal for the Wolves. It'll be a big deal for the Hog fans that they lost it. But I don't think it's going to hurt you as bad as traditional Hog fans have always thought. We have nothing to gain here and everything to lose and all that. Yeah. I think it's good for the state of Arkansas. Let's pick it.
I do too. The Red Wolves come off of an 8-5 season, playing a fairly good game against Michigan. They ended up losing that 18-28 in the Big House.
Not bad. I watched highlights of that game. I was proud of them.
Arkansas State returns one of the most underrated quarterbacks, in my opinion.
I went to Arkansas State, by the way.
With junior Jalen Rayner. Jalen Rayner.
On scholarship.
He threw for just under 2,800 yards and 16 touchdowns. So look for the Red Wolves to be playing their best brand of football in this game. This is one they'd love to win more than anything else. They're going to be playing their tail off and giving it all they have. But I think it's just
2, 1.
Give me them Hogs.
I mean, y'all knew what we was picking.
I got to say.
I got to put mine right here.
Okay. Yeah, give me some room.
Figure out where you got to put yours.
I get right there. That's good. It's a different brand of football. I expect Butch Jones to be crying on the sideline in the middle of the field in the third quarter. I'll take Arkansas winning it in dominant fashion. Give me 54-21.
I don't know. I didn't even think about this.
It'll probably be.
I'm going to say 48-21.
Yeah, I'm with you. They're going to play competitively. All right, week 3.
Little sis.
Arkansas travels down to dreadful Oxford, Mississippi in miserable Vaught Hemingway Stadium to take on the Bear Shark Rebels.
Who knows what they are? They're a bunch of drunk, pompous jerks is what they are.
Worst fan base in college football, would you say?
I don't know.
To the Hogs. For sure.
I haven't been to LSU at night after a loss.
They say they throw pee on you.
Yeah,
apparently.
I mean, I can't imagine they're worse than LSU, but they're very rude.
They're terrible.
And here's the thing, Meager. I was thinking about this the other day. I think, and I hate to say this, makes me almost want to vomit saying it, but I think Ole Miss is probably, outside of Texas, our biggest rival now.
In my opinion.
They, again, me growing up, I never looked at Ole Miss as a rival. They were little sis. We would beat them 3 out of 4 years, and it was just the way it was. And they'd jump up and would beat you one. But man, that's not the case now. They're winning more than they're losing. When they win, I mean, we went to Oxford 2 years ago, and in a loss. That was a close loss. But they beat us, and I thought we were going to have to fight our way back to the car.
Yeah, it was bad.
The special needs super fan, Kane.
Yeah, something.
Everybody knows who I'm talking about. Put his name down in the comments. They were rude to him. One of the players, I can't remember. It seemed like it was an Ole Miss player maybe come up and put his arm around him and told people to leave him alone. But it just
just
trashy,
terrible,
distasteful.
I really thought the Dillingers was
QGB.
going to have to start fighting our way out of there. Look, we got a rowdy bunch, so we would have made it. But so last year the Rebels, they're led by Lane Kiffin. They had a 10-3 season, respectfully, with a big win over Georgia and a crushing victory over the Hogs in Fayetteville. I went to that game. Unfortunately,
what's their quarterback's name last year? He's
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart, man, that guy played lights out against us.
Yeah,
and they saw something, and we got out coached and then outplayed too. But they saw something in our secondary and our defense that they
were hitting on it. I went to that game. Unfortunately, that was a waste of gas and money. But they won in Fayetteville 63-31. Now let it be known they also embarrassingly lost to Florida towards the end there. Only beat a horrible Mississippi State team 26-14. And listen to this: a Week 4 loss to Kentucky. They lost in Week 4 to Kentucky. Ole Miss, they are notoriously worse at the beginning of their season than they are at the end. So I really like that we have them in the third game here. Also, only 4 starters returned for Ole Miss in more than half of their last season, and only 42% of their entire offensive snaps. So you've got an entire new team starting with an unproven sophomore in Austin Simmons. And to be quite honest, I've not heard much about this quarterback at all, good or bad. So with the exception of a last year, this is a good close game year in and year out with Ole Miss. So much new, and Ole Miss's tendency to not play good at the start of their season. So I like playing them early.
I like it. Let's pick it.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Yeah, so
first disagreement here.
So here's the thing. I fully think we can beat Ole Miss. I actually think we probably will, but until I see this team play good on the road in the SEC, it's going to be hard to pick a game like this. So
we play better on the road than we do at home.
Well, that's true. But anyways, I think when we go back, because we'll kind of do a weekly show going into each game, and I may pick it different that week. And actually, this is the game that I struggled the most with because I absolutely want to pick the Hogs and I think in my heart we're going to win. I just, I'm trying to be conservative on these picks and actually pick. I have a number that I think we're going to go. And so this is one of those games that I'm going to have to say, well, because I've got an upset or two here or there, there's going to be probably an early loss. There typically is. And I didn't, anyways.
I got you.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So I got to start in 2-1. You got us 3-0.
I do. I got to start in hot 3-0. Give me them Hogs 33-24 in Vaught Hemingway.
We're going to a trap game. And at Memphis State University, which when I was growing up, that's what it was called, Memphis State. My buddy Tony Lawrence is a big Memphis State fan. He loves it when I call them Memphis State. They are the University of Memphis now, the Tigers. But again, this is another one of those. It's like, why
whatever
are we playing
godforsaken
Memphis
reason,
and Notre Dame as
Simmons
two of
Bank
our
Liberty Stadium?
off? They're so this is at the Liberty Bowl, I guess, and
Yep.
they're redoing it. There's probably I don't know. I haven't checked on it to see if you noticed. Did they get this?
No,
Reconstruction.
it's still being
So there's going to be 25,000 people
maybe,
there.
and it's all going to be hogs. I mean, it's close, so
This is stupid.
it doesn't make no sense. Tigers.
Good
It's
team.
puzzling to me, but either way, they come off an impressive 11-2 season. They've got the home field advantage, which I don't think is going to be much of one. They're looking to
gonna
knock
be a
down
tough
an
one.
undefeated SEC foe, and they're going to be playing their absolute heart outs.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one.
But 3, 2, 1, give me them hogs in belt to bottom fashion. Look, Memphis is good at cooking barbecue, but the AAC ain't real football. Give me hogs 44-17.
This is another one of those games I could see us losing it. I think it's a trap game. But I think between Ole Miss and Memphis, we're going to get one of those games.
Yeah.
And so I just picked this one. We're going to go start the season 3-1.
Okay.
Going into that big game in the coming up week.
Yep.
Tell us about Notre Dame.
So week 5, Arkansas, hosts the Fighting Irish. And to be honest, Pops, I think it's whoever is over the scheduling for Arkansas is a Missouri fan. It's got to be, because if you look at their schedule compared to ours, it's two drastically different things. Missouri has 6 should-be give-me games, while Arkansas realistically only has really the 3 in Bama State and Mississippi State. However, although Notre Dame is coming off...
But even those, other than Alabama and A&M, even those are tough games.
They are. Those are tough give-me games.
Yeah, A-State's going to be tough. And Mississippi State, I mean, they're a that's who you said, right?
Yeah, Mississippi State, Alabama, A&M,
yeah, Mississippi
and
State,
Arkansas State.
I mean, they can beat you.
No.
I mean,
No.
but they're a respectable opponent. We have to play them. They're a conference school. I guarantee you, there's a bunch of Mississippi State fans are going to pick to beat us this year on their podcast.
Well, they went 2-10 last season, so they ain't can't be talking to nobody. Anyways,
They think they're going to be better. Is Mike Elko their coach?
No,
Is that
Jeff
the
Lebby.
A&M go? Jeff Lebby.
Yeah. But yeah, Notre Dame.
Mississippi State and A&M, somebody needs to change their colors. Their uniforms look identical
It's
to me.
the same. Either way, Notre Dame's, they're coming off of a great 14-2 national championship
Pretty
runner-up
salty.
season. They play a pretty tough opening schedule this year, starting out with Miami and then a bye week, which is weird to have a week 2 bye week, but they go straight into A&M and then straight into Arkansas. So by this time, in my personal opinion, I think they're going to be exposed. I think they're going to have a loss or two. I really don't see this game being a big upset like people think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be a crazy upset because I'm high on them hogs.
You must be high on something.
I am high on them hogs. So I guess we'll go ahead and give these this prediction here.
3, 2, 1.
You're crazy.
Give me them hogs.
Give me them.
Oh
hogs.
wait,
I was about
I
to
held
say,
it up
come
wrong.
on, man.
Give me them hogs, baby.
High on the hogs. I
I'm
thought that
picking
was
the
the name
hogs.
of the game.
I'm picking the upset here.
Yeah, give me it.
So for the pretty much the same reasons you said, they've got a pretty tough schedule. Miami is a good team,
they are.
respected program.
A&M's on the up.
A&M, I mean you think with Notre Dame not being in a conference, they have to schedule these tough games in order to keep themselves in the national spotlight, and they always do. They have been scheduling, in my opinion, a more respectable, especially this season. So they used to kind of schedule like a West Coast kind of conference schedule, like something that would, or one of the coasts. I mean, maybe more like an ACC or more like a Pac-12, but they play a lot of Big Ten schools and everything. Now they're playing SEC schools. Of course, I'm sure in their mind they're like, well, A&M, it's not Texas, and it's not
Yeah.
Alabama, and it's not Georgia, but it's respectable, and in Arkansas, we'll probably beat them real good. I think, like you said, I think they're going to be a little beat up early.
Mm-hmm.
I think they may even have a loss by the time they come to
Yep.
Fayetteville. I think the Hogs are going to be 3-1. They will have beaten either Ole Miss or Memphis, which are both respectable wins. Maybe even if you're right, 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't fear Notre Dame. I think SEC football is a different animal than playing, whatever Notre Dame does.
Yeah, they're independent, but like they play at ACC. So I don't know. There's something, but yeah, I look forward to seeing the Hogs run away with this game here. I've got the Hogs starting to gain national attention as they're undefeated up to this point and crack the top 25 with this win here. I've got it a close game though. I've got it 31-24.
Yeah, this if we can pull up the upset against Notre Dame, it's going to be a close ball game, nail biter coming down, maybe a field goal game at the end probably.
Yep.
And I think probably what'd you say, 30 what?
31-24.
It's a respectful score. I'm gonna go something like 30-27.
Okay, yeah, I'm with you there. When I was doing my predictions, I just want to preface this. I have a flip where I could see this going one way or the other because I'm high on these Hogs now. We go into a bye week in this week to prepare for this next game. Arkansas returns to play after its bye week and takes the plane 700 miles east to Knoxville, Tennessee, playing the Volunteers in Neyland Stadium, home of the third largest
ugliest
stadium.
Uniforms in college football.
But hey, it works for them. Big orange.
It works for them because what it is they wear them orange jumpsuits all the time, so they're used to it because they're all a bunch of convicts, and then they just, they ain't even got to change colors when they go to play football.
Home of the third largest stadium, Neyland Stadium. It's the sixth in the country. The Volunteers come off a strong season from the year before, going 10-3, losing first round to Ohio State in the playoffs, who won the national championship. Now, this is a game that I truly believe can go either way. Tennessee starts the former Appalachian State and UCLA Bruin transfer Joey Aguilar in what was basically a quarterback trade when unexpectedly Nico Iamaleava puzzlingly left the Vols for a quarter of as much money, with 37% going to taxes in California, whereas Tennessee doesn't have one. So anyways, in a much weaker conference, so whatever.
We had I'm a leave too.
Yeah, Madden I am a leaving Fayetteville. Oh, Aguilar enters.
I did dub Nico as Nico I'm a leave Fayetteville with a loss last year.
He did, and he's going to every time he comes up to that stadium because he's a sellout.
Well, he ain't coming back.
No, we're not playing UCLA. Aguilar enters his senior season and looks to take the Vols to new heights. I think it's going to come down this game to who turns the ball over more. Arkansas has owned Tennessee in recent years. We're on a 4-game win streak. I think this is going to be a top 25 matchup in sold-out Rocky Top, a crazy loud atmosphere. The Hogs come into this game excited. They're 5-0. They're looking for blood.
I got them coming in 4-1, and I got a friend, Rusty Grills. He's a Tennessee representative over there. I'm hoping maybe Rusty can get me into this game. I'd like to go watch it with him.
That'd be pretty neat.
To see this right here.
Room for two. We got to get the High on Hog podcast there. But yeah, 3, 2, 1.
Stinker.
Yeah, I've got this being.
This is
our first loss.
Well, to me, this is another one of those that I actually think.
I do too.
In my heart, I want to pick us, but in my brain, I'm like, we're 4-1, and I was looking at the schedule. I'm like, this and this and that, and so Rocky Top's a hard place to win. You're playing in front of 110,000 people. But I actually, on paper, going into this game, I think we may, if we live up to what we've heard and seen, I think we may have the better team. But, and again, going into that game, I may pick it the other way. But just right now, I think it's probably safer to say that's probably a Vols win.
That's what I was going to say a while ago is I have two toss-ups for this, which was Tennessee and Ole Miss. I think we lose one of those games, and I just think Tennessee is a better football team than Ole Miss. But don't get me wrong, I truly do see the Razorbacks being able to win this game. I mean, like I said, 4-0 against the Vols. In our recent matchups, we went there in, I think it was 2020 maybe, and we beat them at home. So, I've got this. I think we're going into this game potentially undefeated, but I think Tennessee probably is too. When I was looking at their schedule, maybe. So, I've got the Vols winning this in a conservative one-score game. I'm going to say 28-24.
Yeah, I'm going to say 35-21. But again, I think it's going to. I don't know why I'm saying I think it's going to be closer than picking it not to be. I guess I'm trying to be right on my picks and picking with my brain, my head instead of my heart. But I could see us winning that game too. So I don't know.
All righty, for the first time in 12 years, the Southwest Classic. I don't know. I'm doing like a YouTube introduction to this game, but the Southwest Classic will be played in Fayetteville since 2014. This game. Since 2014, 12 years straight, this game's been played in Texas every single year as a home game for them every year, which is just crazy. So,
been at Dallas Cowboys Stadium. I can't remember if the first few times was there or not. I think so. Yeah, I think Jerry Jones kind of put it together. He wanted the Razorbacks to play every year in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just not been good for the Hogs.
Yeah,
it's only been good for A&M.
As an idea,
glad
to
see it back at Fayetteville.
As an idea, I
well,
think
they
it's
weren't.
cool.
You know, when we started it, they weren't in the SEC, so it made sense. But as soon as they come in the SEC, they should have tore that contract up and said, "This is got to be a home and home. It's not fair, to play a conference game every single year in Texas."
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, it's not in College Station, but it's in Texas. I mean, so anyways, we're going to play. Who are we playing? Are we playing? We're not playing anybody in Dallas this year, are we?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Nope. So, all righty. I guess we'll go ahead and get these picks on then. 3, 2, 1.
Give me them Hogs.
Give me them Hogs. For the first time in 12 years, it's going to be played at Fayetteville. I like the home field advantage that we have here. This is a game Texas A&M has absolutely owned for the past decade or more. But it's not. It's just this ain't Kansas anymore.
So this is the game that I flipped on. Because I was like, I have this one prediction. We're going to go blank and blank, and then I'm like. And I can't give away because I don't want to give away my next picks, but I'm like, I believe in the Hogs. I'm high on them.
I am too.
I'm going with the better one, and I'm saying we're going to beat this. But this is a game that's going to be tough. If we can win, it's going to be a nail biter.
It is. I mean, they had an 8-5
38-35 Hogs.
They had an 8-5 last season. Last season they won 4 of its last 5 games. At Missouri LSU, the number 9, number 8 there. But this is a team that's got, I think, twice as much money as it does brains. Texas A&M, they dish out some money, but they're returning sophomore quarterback Marcel Reed. He ended his last season with 1,800 yards and 15 touchdowns. So, I mean, I expect a defensive struggle, though, for A&M. I think Talon and Mike Washington's going to break often and break out free. They're going to make some big plays. It's going to be no doubt a sold-out Razorback Stadium. Calling them Hogs. I think it's going to be an impressive 33-21 win over the Aggies.
Pig suey.
Week 9, the Tigers of Auburn with standout star receiver Cam Coleman. That dude is a football player. Think of that name, and you're going to hear it all season long, I guarantee it. They come to the Hill to play a red-hot 6-1 Arkansas team at this point. Taylon Green has started his Heisman campaign, and Bobby Petrino has his statue built early. The Razorbacks have the opportunity to beat Auburn twice in a row for the first time since 2011-2012 season. Per usual for Auburn, I think talks of a coaching change will start to creep in as Hugh Freeze hasn't won a national championship in his first 2 seasons. And I think Auburn could probably be
because
beat down.
Auburn are crazy.
They think their Alabama is their problem, So if Hugh Freeze hasn't been fired at this point, I think that's a win for them.
I've got us going into this game 5-2. This is that 3-game stretch where we got 3 conference games at Fayetteville back to back to back, know. So
I like that. I do a lot. So 3, 2, 1.
Give me them Hogs.
Give me the Hogs. I'm high on the Hogs. I always am. But listen, I think Auburn's going to be beat down after.
I think we're the better team.
I do.
Going into this season.
They've got a tough 3-game stretch going into us as well.
Yeah,
so.
Most of the time, I'd say, well, Auburn, because they get top 10 recruiting classes, but they haven't been as impressive.
Yeah,
Hugh Freeze is not as intimidating as he was when he was at Ole Miss, and I feel good picking that game. It's going to be a tough game probably, and it could very well be a game that they come in and beat us. I'm not saying it's a lock, but I feel good picking us over Auburn.
I do too. Like I said, they got a tough 3-game stretch going into us, which I think, honestly, looking at their record, I don't want to spoil our SEC picks for next week, but I think they're going to come into this game hurt a little bit. And I got the Heartbreak Hogs adding on to their pain and sorrows. I got a convincing win here. I'm not going to go with that one, but I do think that we're going to win this pretty well. Give me the Hogs, let's say 35-24.
I'm going to go with give me the Hogs 42-27.
Yeah, I think this is a good game for us to win. So after a good win against Auburn and a bye week, Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium hosts the Bulldogs of Stark Vegas, Mississippi, looking to bounce back after a forgettable 2-10 season in new coach Jeff Lebby's second season in what should be a very unexciting matchup, in my personal opinion.
Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. We went to Stark Vegas last year, and I honestly had a good time at Starkville. The fans were not jerks.
It's pretty fun when you win.
It's always more fun when you win. But their stadium's not that nice and everything, but it's not trash either. Yeah. It's and their fans, the ones we sat around, were fine. The good. Cowbell stuff's annoying, but and honestly, honestly, they didn't get to ring them a bunch, but. And also, I don't know how it's legal. That
it doesn't make sense. You can't play music.
You can't have artificial noisemakers, and that's exactly what it is. But whatever. A cow walked onto the field one time after they beat Ole Miss, and so now they ring cowbells for 100 years. But
they've got to have something to do.
But I enjoyed the trip to Starkville, and I plan on going back. It's closer than Fayetteville, so
it's closer than I think it's the closest stadium to us.
No,
one of them.
Ole Miss.
Oh yeah, Ole Miss is closer. Yeah,
but
who wants to go there though? I guess we'll go ahead and pick this one. It's not much to dramatize. Just give me the Hogs.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was about to get up and leave. Find me
give me them Hogs.
Recruit me a new co-host.
Give me them Hogs.
I think Talon links up with Omega Blake and Mr. Dirty 30, Monte Harrison, a lot in this game.
You cannot keep calling him Dirty 30.
That's his name, man. You got Big Swole and Steven Dix, and you got Dirty 30, Monte Harrison. I expect some single game records to be broke here from TG10 and the Hogs. I got them walloping Hell State 63-24.
I got them 52-28.
I mean,
think it's a big win too.
I think Mississippi State's not going to be as bad as they were last year, but at this point, I think I've got us like 8-2 or 8-1. I don't know. I've got us going into this game pretty good, so I think we're going to be red hot, and I don't expect them to have a crazy good season. So, after Mississippi State, we've got a bye week here, and then we go into week 12. So it's week 12, and the Hogs hit the road to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They face off against the LSU Tigers, in my opinion, a top 15 matchup. I think the Arkansas Razorbacks going to be pretty good this season. Death Valley is home to the 5th largest stadium in the country, and this battle for the Golden Boot will be one to remember, as the real Ragin' Cajuns have sold out the stadium to host the 8-1 Wild Band of Razorbacks.
That was good. That was a well thought out introduction there to that game. I think I've got us. What game is this? Is this the 8th? I've got us like maybe 5-2 going into this. Let me think. Let's see.
I've got us going 8-1 at this point. So this would be.
So I got us. Oh, I'm several games back in it. All right, 1, 2, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7. I got a 7-2 going into it.
So 7-2, 8-1. We're neck and neck, but So battle for the Golden Boot. It's gonna be one to remember. Like I said, the Wild Band of Razorbacks are led by dual threat nightmare Taylon Green. I think LSU at this point is gonna be somewhere close to it as well, at that 8-1, 9-0 potentially, and they're looking to keep their playoff hopes alive. A big win here would do it, but Arkansas is thinking the same thing, in my opinion. I like that it's an 11 a.m. kickoff. You don't have to play Death Valley at night. I think that favors the Hogs really well.
They've already determined the kickoff time?
Yeah, they've got it as an 11 a.m. lock.
A lock at 11 a.m.? Mm-hmm. That's good for us.
That's really good for us. If they can't go back on it, because I think it's going to be a top 15. I think it's going to be a college game day matchup. Yeah. So if it's 11 a.m., it said lock. When I looked it up, it says it's a lock at 11 a.m.
Weird.
So I think that favors us really well. Both teams are going to leave everything on the field, and I don't expect any love to be lost after this one. I'll say this: first half, I've got the Hogs 17-7 going into the halftime.
Wow!
But 3-2-1, I've got Ole Miss coming back.
LSU.
I've got LSU climb back. Like I said, 17-7 in the half. I think we're going to start out strong as we normally do, but the Tigers are going to answer in the second, and ultimately all the 5-star talent and 102,000 LSU fans, they're just going to do enough to give the Tigers a huge win.
Well, I think this game for us, to me, it's like the game with Tennessee and us. I think that game is very similar to LSU, like Arkansas and LSU is. And I say that to mean this. Going into the game at Tennessee, we're going to be the underdog. I picked us to lose it, but I could see us winning that. I picked us to lose this one, but I could see us winning it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. LSU's a really good team, so I've got a loss here. I'm gonna say 28-24. I think it's gonna be a pretty close-knit game.
Yeah, this game's usually a pretty low-scoring game too. Yeah. I'm gonna go 21-17.
Yeah,
defensive battle.
I think we've done that here recently. So, so all right, this is a big one here.
I like it.
I like this one a lot. A historic rivalry renewed. A game national championships have been decided on.
This rivalry never went away, even in years we don't play.
No. Two old Southwest Conference foes pair up for a college game day to remember in DKR Stadium out there in pathetic Austin, Texas. A game historically dominated by Texas. The Longhorn team, they're going to be looking to make their way to the college football playoff, and it starts with Arkansas.
I hate Texas.
I hate Texas more than I like Arkansas. That's not
stupid.
true, but I do hate Texas.
They like to say that about us.
Yeah.
Steve Sarkisian said that. That's not true. I love the Hogs. And I hate Texas. And Texas is our rival. We may not be their number one rival, but I promise you we're we're number two.
Yeah, they want to win.
You know, they may view A&M as their bigger rival, or they may view Oklahoma as their bigger rival. And now they may think, oh, well, Georgia and Alabama. No. Arkansas is at least your second biggest rival. And we've showed it time in and time out, and hopefully we show it again this year.
All right, let's go ahead and 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I picked them. I picked them because I'm trying to use my brain and not my heart. But man, I hope we win that game.
Could you imagine?
That'd be awesome.
Imagine the Hogs going into Austin, Texas?
I've seen it
and knocking off the number one team in the country.
You think they'll still be number one by then?
Well, I'm saying they're number one right now. They're preseason number one.
Yeah.
So
they're number one, and what? It's not Oklahoma or Ohio State. They're number 3. Who's number 2? Is it Notre Dame?
I think it's Penn State.
Oh, yeah, it is Penn State.
Yeah, which is crazy.
They will not be up there by the
end. I don't think they'll be up there by week 2. I don't expect that to go on very long. But yeah, I've got the Horns winning a close game. This is going to be a slobber knock fest, just two big on big. This is going to be a lot of running in this game. Both teams are going to want to win. Hey, if Arkansas wins this game, I'm all for it. I don't think it's impossible. I just don't think it's going to happen.
It's not probable, but it is very possible.
Yeah.
That the Hogs could win.
Yeah. So give me Texas 31-24.
Yeah, I'll go Texas. I think it'll be maybe a higher scoring game. I think I'm going to go Texas 42-35.
Okay. So pretty close there. As Arkansas enters their final game of the season, 8-2 up to this point. Wait,
I got them 7-4 going in this game, so you've got them 8-3.
Yeah, 8-3. Okay. Well, who am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 6, 2, or 6, 7, 8, and 1. 8-2, 8-3. So Arkansas entering their final game of the season, 8-3. The Missouri Tigers travel to Fayetteville to play the annual Battle Line rivalry in what was
sponsored by Shelter Insurance.
Hey, I know a guy who works there. What's been an utter baffling dominance by the Tigers in this fabricated, forced rivalry. These two teams may have a similar record at this point in the season, but how they got there are day and night differences. Missouri plays arguably the softest schedule in the SEC, while Arkansas...
Not arguably. By far.
It's crazy. Arkansas has defiantly fought its way to the upper echelon of the conference, taking down big name after big name. Make no mistake, this is the year I think Arkansas has a chance to do it. Will they or will they not?
That's what we're going to say here in just a minute.
Yeah.
I got them going. I've got them at 7-4 going in this game.
Okay. Anything you want to add on, or you just want?
I hate Eli Drinkwitz.
I hate Eli Drinkwitz, and I think it's starting.
I don't hate him, but
I think it's starting to become a rivalry.
Dislike him. Yeah, it is. Missouri has done what you want to do to make somebody view you as a rival, and that is kick their butt every year.
They need us to be, and I'm like, it's Missouri. Who cares?
Yeah, I mean,
but starting to care.
To me, I look at them like they're Kansas, which is their biggest rival,
which is
funny.
But
anyways,
Kansas and Arkansas. So 3, 2, 1.
Give me them Hogs.
I pick them to win this game every single year.
Me too.
So
just because I can't understand losing to Missouri.
I pick them to win this game every year, and I can promise you right now, Missouri could be a 3-time back-to-back national champion team. I'm picking the Hogs.
We've watched this game live more than any other game.
Yep.
Like I said, it is sponsored by
Ole Miss, probably.
I've seen Arkansas, Missouri more than any other game, and could have even watched even more because there's been at least 2 years I've had tickets and didn't go to it. Again, this is sponsored by Shelter Insurance, which is my company I work for. And this is a big game in Shelter land, because Shelter Insurance is
headquartered
in Columbia, Missouri, with State Farm, the two powerhouses around here in the insurance world. They're both world headquarters is there in Columbia, Missouri, which is, but Arkansas is the flag bearer for the company. Arkansas is the most producing state for shelter insurance. So there's a big rivalry just inside of shelter, not even counting football, between Arkansas and Missouri. And then you add football and basketball and baseball and all that into it. It just makes it even bigger for the company. And so that's why they've sponsored this Battle Line rivalry trophy game and all that. But, yeah, I think we're going to get it done. This puts us at 8-4 on my prediction. You've got them at 9-3.
I got them 9-3 here.
8-4 would be a big turnaround. I said best case scenario was 9-3. That's what I said, or 3-9 worst case. 8-4. I mean, that would be a great season. That's definitely a win for Sam. And then you got a bowl game on top of that. Maybe you can win that. I mean, even at 8-4, I mean, could there be a scenario where you're probably not
for the playoffs?
Probably not in the playoffs at that point.
You really can't even.
But I mean, if you've got a win over Notre Dame, let's say they're number 1 or 2 at that point, and then let's say
hypothetically, you get a big win in Notre Dame.
I mean,
with them.
It depends on who you beat.
That's really
if
what
your big wins are like Notre Dame and Tennessee and LSU and Texas, and then maybe you dropped, Ole Miss and maybe the Memphis game or something. I don't know. Probably not. If we're 9-3, I think we're knocking on the door for sure.
8-4, I think it's
you're
an
right.
actual requirement that you have to have at least 9.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Well, pardon my ignorance on that.
Which, I mean, I could just be wrong, but no, there's never been a team that's gone 8-4 and gotten in.
Oh, sure, no.
Yeah, so I think at this point 9-3.
So 9-3, do you think we're in?
9-3. It depends on who we win, and I say 9-3, and I've given you my prediction, but I think there's a few different ways we could go 9-3. I think there's a few different games that are toss-ups in my opinion, like the Notre Dame, the Tennessee.
So here's the deal:
if
we're
LSU.
9-3, and we haven't beaten Texas, and we haven't beaten LSU, and we didn't play Alabama or Georgia or South Carolina.
It depends.
There's 5 schools that could technically be still above us in our own conference. We're not getting in. If we're 9-3 and we're number 3 or even maybe 4, if it's like Texas, Georgia, LSU and us, or Texas, Georgia, Alabama and us, we're in the 4 spot. Alabama. Maybe we get in at 9-3.
I think it just depends on who we're beating. If we beat Notre Dame, Tennessee, and Texas, and we're 9-3, I think we get into the playoffs. But like I said, I don't have us winning those games. So, but 9-3, that would be absolutely incredible. I mean, the turnaround. I mean, it's not impossible. Sam Pittman's won 9
So in your situation,
before.
your scenario, we actually could have a double-digit season.
Yes, if we win a bowl game, we could go 10-3. In my opinion,
if we get in the playoffs, man, we could go 9, we could go 10, we could go 11, we could go to the national championship, we could win 12
or 13 games. One of the that'd be awesome. But so
Sawyer calls it now 13-3 national championship. Arkansas Razorbacks.
Arkansas, this is, I think, the year where they flip this rivalry around. I think they're putting belt to bottom on them Tigers.
Going back and talking about Missouri, who cares about them?
Darth Vader goes home, tucking Tiger tail back to Columbia. Give me the Hogs, finishing huge.
You just wanted to say that line, didn't you?
Yeah, I had some notes in here that was just to create some excitement. A really good top 25 bowl matchup, maybe perhaps at the end of the season, in my opinion. So. Give me the Hogs winning that game. I just throw a 38-21. I just throw a number out there.
28-14.
Yeah, give me the Hogs. So 9-3, 8-4. A bowl matchup potentially 10-3, maybe a 10-win season. That would be the best season Pittman's had. He went 9-4 in that 2020 or 2021 season.
Won all of his trophy games that year.
Yeah, so
I didn't have him picked.
Yeah, I got him
do
picked
that
for
this
doing
year.
that, except for LSU. So
Because that did not have us losing to A&M.
we're losing the LSU game, both of us.
Yeah.
So we can.
I picked us. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't have us winning but one trophy game.
But yeah, I mean, what a season that'd be.
I'm for it, man.
9-3.
8-4, 9-3. I'm for either one of those.
I'm for 12-0 undefeated national championship.
7-5. I'm gonna be like, okay, it was a good year,
No.
especially if we win our bowl game and we're 8-5. I'll feel good. Anything less than 7-5, I think at that point I'm gonna be on the. We need to go in a different direction.
In my opinion, we have to win eight regular season games.
I think 7.
I'm tired of 7.
I know.
I'm tired of 7.
But I don't see Hunter Yurchek firing him if he goes 7-5, especially when the majority of the pundits, national pundits, has got us picked to win 4 to 5 games. I think 4.5 was the
5.5 is
was it 5.5
yeah, over under.
Yeah.
Give me the over. You want to get rich real quick? Don't bet on the Hogs.
I
ain't doing that.
He ain't getting my money.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a great season. I'm excited. Give me a 9-10 win season. That'd be awesome. So, anything else you want to add?
No, I think that's it. I was checking my notes from John Tillman and our man in the booth. He's talking about on the Texas side. He said Sark said Arkansas is one of their biggest rival, if not the biggest, behind A&M. Yeah, that's what I said. So
yeah, I guess we should probably mention.
Steve Sarkisian. I want to hate him, but he's a good coach and he's hard to hate. He's really not a jerk and stuff. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I want to beat him on the football field, but
yeah, we should probably mention who we keep checking. Han Hogs have hired our first. Extra member, our sports analyst, John Tillman Skaggs.
Yeah, he's an unpaid intern, though.
Yeah.
Is the thing. He's not hired.
I mean, you can hire a grad
He can put it on his resume, though.
Yeah, give him some work experience. But, all righty, guys. Couldn't be any more excited. We're starting the football season. Is it next week or the week after? College football, not just the Hogs. I think it's next weekend.
Yeah, next Saturday's first. I don't know when this is going to go up. But
Monday afternoon, I'd assume. I'll have it scheduled. Don't want to post it now.
So that would be...
So be in 6 days.
Yeah, I don't...
5-6 days.
My brain's shot.
Yeah, I don't know. College football's right around the corner. We're excited to get them started. Let's go, Hogs. Thank y'all. God bless. And go, Hogs.
We going out. Y'all like, share, do all that. Jesus saves.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Sponsored by Shelter Insurance, licensed in Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri.
You missed
Get your home, life, auto, farm, commercial, literally anything, business, whatever you need. Thank y'all. God bless and go Hogs. Woo pig.